And we're back with more Shadowrun. Now, last left off, we had just dealt with the Halloweeners gang, and we were investigating the criminal problems having to deal with the murder of our good friend. So, let's continue where we left off, shall we? As you approach the scene of Sam's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights up ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corp-issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. He sighs. Sorry, friend. I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take New Yen where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Sure you don't want to stick around? I could use the backup. Sorry, chummer. Not my style. Besides, you seem like you can take care of yourself. He takes a step, then tilts his head back. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking out your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink, that's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. I used that place as my base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you'll get to the bottom of this Ripper business. Well, nice knowing ya. Jake turns and disappears into the shadowy depths of the Redmond Barrens. Well, I guess the only thing I can do at this point is move. Whoop. Right, I gotta fix the sound. Hold on. There we go. We're good. We're good. Okay. The bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes while to the white chalk outline and the red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam once died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I keep telling ya, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm gonna die in the cold tonight. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation. I can't let anyone in there. Hey, I got rights! Look, you sinless garbage. I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or find a new reason to use my stun baton. Typical, I hate all you pigs. Looks in your direction. Now what? Long night, eh? You look cold, so I picked up a donut and some soy cap for you. Hey, thanks. Officer's face lights up as he takes a sip. He seems pretty trusting for an officer of the law. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government, he said folks would buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it till now, so what can I do for you? My pleasure. I'm here from Internal Affairs to review the forensic guys' work, to find anything they might have missed. Sure, dig in. I certainly wouldn't mind those guys getting taken down a peg or two. Man, do they put on airs, if you know what I mean. Streets have not been kind to this man, but they have also hardened him. This man is clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of age. You! I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? Know anything about the murder that took place here? He squints at you, suspicious. You a copper? Or working for some corp? Just a freelancer. I need to ask you some questions. Good. I never tell those cops and salarymen nothing. What do you want to know? Did you see the murder? Nope. And I can't say I'm sorry I missed it. I was hauling crates for Miss James up at the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists poking all over my home turf. By then, that jerk-faced uniform had already set up shop in my alley. So it sounds like you live in this alley. Sure, for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but I spend my days out doing odd jobs for the street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstresses Union. What else did you see that night? Well, you know, earlier in the night I saw a big and ugly troll and green hospital scrubs were snooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy coffee off a Dan over there. Seemed nervous, he did. And he did everything in his left hand because his right was all screwed with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about the troll's cyberware? Well, it was big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachments on it because I saw some needles. It was a lot like the one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me, let me tell you. Never trusted one of them cyber people. That's all I need to know. Thanks. See you around. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. There are 2 distinct sets of footprints, a human's ending at the chalk outline, and a larger set, possibly orc or troll, following just behind the first. The work light is new. You can see that all the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems to have all imploded as if some force shattered them all at the same time. This looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. As you shuffle the bundle of cloth to the side, a printed receipt falls out from beneath the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 a.m. Right around the corner is reported time of death. The customer? Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Pick up the coat and blankets. Nothing really else around here. Hey there, youngin'. I think this coat and blankets belong to you. My stuff! Mighty decent of ya. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. That troll doesn't look very nice. What can I get you, chummer? You sell some donuts to a troll who was wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts to a lot of people. I know how Lone Star profiles meta-humans, and I tell them about a troll that bought donuts from me like right before the murder. They'll haul him in just to see if anyone will pay the bill. Not tonight, my friend. See you around. Hey, chummer, got some tasty morsels for ya. That's what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in his back pocket. Nah, another time. Let's go in. Loading, 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 loading. Let's see here. I'm not going alone. The Ripper is a lie. Okay. Nothing here. That's not how Coyote does it. Hey, guy. You got some extra outfits I'm trying to unload. You want false dibs? I'll take a look. I have the extra Nuyen. thanks. Let's talk to Cherry Bomb. The bartender is a striking elf sporting a perfectly toned body, perfectly pouty lips, and the perfectly tapered ears. Her eyes harmonize save me and take me in equal measure, hitting just the right notes for the maximum extraction of tips. She gets on her toes to look over the bar at you and smiles big. Hey down there, I haven't seen you here before. What can I get you? Found a bar with bar tab with Coyote's name on it. Any idea what it's about? She looks worried. No, I think she's away on business. Huh? Business? Huh? Is she a shaman with a name like Coyote? No. She shot a coyote once, thinking it was a shaman who double-crossed her. We've been calling her Coyote ever since. Her face falls. She's been missing since yesterday. Some people think the Ripper got her, but I know her. Coyote can take care of herself. She starts to turn away when a man with the face of a survivor and the zeal of a convert tugs at her arm. Hard. It's clear the two have a history. They try to keep their voices low, but the intensity of their conversation makes them easy to overhear. Sherry, you've got to listen to me. If you would stick around here, you could end up dead or worse. The Ripper is out on there and he's real. That last killing happened just down the block. And now Coyote's missing. They probably find her tomorrow in dumpster without her head. Come on, Sherry Bomb. Think. I think plenty, Shane. I'm getting a Ph.D. from the UW in neuroprosthetics, studying under Ojimans. Ojimans? And now I'm paying for it. And how am I paying for it? Bartending, tips. There are faster ways for a Baron's girl to earn that kind of scratch, but I'm not taking them. So what do you want from me? I want what you want. A better life, a better world for everyone. The Universal Brotherhood can give you that. I've heard this all before. This isn't some trick to get us back together. These things are different now. I am different now. The Brotherhood. Cherry Bomb's pretty face is hard, armored in lipstick and low expectations. The Universal Brotherhood is for other people, Shane. Rich Bellevue types who can afford their membership fees and voluntary donations. This isn't about money. This is about binding the world together in brotherhood. Come with me. Attend the discovery meeting. Get to the core of who you are. I hear Lynn Telestrian gave a talk last night called The New Family of the Sixth World. I've got family right here, Shane. They're drunks and lowlifes and whores, and I'd choose them over any of your Brotherhood members. Now, Buzz, I need to get back to work. With body language that leaves no question that the conversation is over, Cherry Bomb turns her back on him. Sorry, I got interrupted. Boyfriend find religion? Something like that. You got a look in you that says you're not just here for entertainment. Are you a badge? Do I look like a cop? No, baby, you look like someone who knows the shadows. We're trained to sprout a bronze the minute they walk in here. Something I can help you with? I have a few questions. Ask away. Tell me about this place. Some come here for booze, some for companionship. Others are looking for something they can't get anywhere else. If it's illegal, immoral, and it can't be bought, sold, rented, or consumed, you can probably find it here. The union seems to attract people like you. Who was that you were talking to? Shane, old boyfriend. He used to work here, then one day he saw a billboard for the Universal Brotherhood, and that was that. Went to a meeting, made new friends, moved in with them. I was happy for him until he started coming around trying to recruit me. I don't need that trick. Ever hear the name Sam Watts? She nods. Sam was a regular customer and a regular pain in the ass for as long as I've been here. Talked a big game, but he was always broke. As soon as he got any money in his pocket, it went straight to his head. Chips, drugs, or booze. Coyote had a soft spot for him, though. Did you see Sam the night he died? No, that was Coyote's shift. Who runs this place? I want to talk to him. That'd be Miss Kubota. She's in the back room. You can't miss her. Thanks for the intel. I appreciate the help. Gutterpunts had to stick together. Talk to you later. The heck's a nerp? Sweeten the deal. Your reps don't merit it. Oh, there's companionship. Who's Jin Parks? It's literally been over a year since I last played this. The Asian woman's expression reads open for business, but her demeanor reads dealer rather than companion. She has a jack on her neck, a gun on her hip, and a chip on her shoulder. She eyes you with a sneer. You look like you could use some firepower, something simple. I got guns so smart they practically sell themselves. You're looking for tech? I got some of that too if that's the way you roll. Show me what you got. Medkits. Useful. I haven't needed one yet. Concussion grenade, frag grenade. Ooh. Actually, machete might be nice. But I'm not a street samurai. Well, that could have been interesting. I'm guessing those aren't bathrooms. What the hell is a NERP? Breaking news. Orc activist encourages crowd of 700,000 to trolls and orcs to fight back against racism. Lone Star concedes concerned for public safety. Okay. Host at the doorway to the VIP section is a tower of troll muscle wrapped in an impossibly tailored suit. Whether the product of good genes or expensive aftermarket cosmetic work, the troll's gleaming horns perfectly frame his face, and his polished tusks and goatee accentuate the set of a lantern jaw. Welcome. Behave yourself. Funny place for the architect to put a wall. Lord Baron do. You have business here? Looking into the death of Sam Watts. Heard about that. Real shame what happened to him. There's a sharpness in Clove's eyes, at the look of a man who's seen much and earned the wisdom at a young age. I figure Sam was the sort of need to be escorted to the door, often. Encouraged to call it a night, I'd say. Sam was a drunk and he usually wasn't a violent one. Usually, what about the night he died? He was a bit agitated. Don't catch the specifics, might have been over a woman. Thought he was going to have to show him out, but I had to deal with a couple of rival gold gangers posturing for one of the working girls upstairs. Jacob Sam out instead. Thanks for the info. No problem. Who's this dude? Johnny Clean. The man is dressed like a janitor, but wearing unusually clean overalls. He's tall, rail thin, and has a cunning look in his eye that says he's more than just a maintenance man. Howdy. Name's Johnny Clean. You new? Yeah, first time, just getting a look at the place. Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. Well, enjoy yourself. This looks like your type of place. I'm just sweeping up a bit. Noog. Who's that? Covered in glowing magical talismans and fetishes, the troll does not seem fully of this world. He mumbles to himself constantly, apparently participating in several conversations at once, with entities you can neither see nor hear. I told you, it's not like that at all. Bring me proof and you shall have it. I am honored, your majesty. That was why I said to use mustard instead of catsup. Forgive me, Jane, I'm with a fool. He looks you in the eye as every conversation on hold. You may peruse my magical wells and see the glory. Not interested. Do you have a love potion? Ooh. Hello. Sweet. What is that, a hologram? Awesome. Is that like... I guess they don't really pick them, huh? No gigs at the moment. Miss Kubota watches you across the room, sizing you up as you approach. As you get closer, you can see that she's of mixed race, African and Japanese. Her demeanor says, "This is my house, mess with it at your peril." But her eyes twinkle with a playful light when she speaks. "Konbanwa, good evening. Is it true as they say, good things come in small packages? How are you enjoying Seamstresses' Union? There should be plenty for a man to eat like you to enjoy." She eyes you closely. "Or is this business?" I'm tempted to ask what's upstairs, but not tempted enough. "Tell me, Ome, what is it you're looking for?" "Information." She eyes you suspiciously. "Of course you are. Knowledge is power, ne?" "So I've been told." "So ka, and why should I help you?" Sam Watson looking for his killer. "Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he was drunk." "Ah, so you are the little insurance policy he would go on about when he's drunk. His avenging angel who would strike back from beyond the grave." "What do you want to know?" "How well did you know Sam?" "I knew him. We all did. Sam was regular here. Whenever he could beg or borrow enough yuan to become altered in some way, drugs, chips, alcohol, it didn't matter to Sam. Long as he was bent, he was always looking for next fix. He clung to place like it was lifeline, and we treat him as part of family, even if none of us truly liked him, except Coyote." "Did you see Sam on the night of his death?" "He was here, quite inebriated, as he often was. Coyote was working bar that night, showed foreman that Sam was getting rowdy and belligerent with other customers. When I requested he leave, he refused. My bouncer, Mr. Clue, was off dealing with other issue, so I requested that Jake escort Sam out back door to alley. That was last I saw of either of them." "Why is this place called the Seamstresses' Union?" "During the gold rush years, there was a census, and the politicians wanted as high a number as possible to gain power and revenue. To bolster a number, they all decided to include all the working girls, of which there were many. To the roles, however, given the times, they could not list the girls' true occupation, so they list them all as seamstress. When a girl accumulated enough money to open her own place of business, she named it Seamstresses' Union, so potential workers would know that they would be treated fairly there. Thus, a rich tradition born." "So you're a former seamstress?" "No. Perhaps when we know each other more, I will reveal more about self. For now, enjoy Union." "One more question. Can you tell me where to find Coyote?" "I would that I could. Have I not seen her in 2 days? She's a smart woman, quite dangerous, but I fear for her." "She's dangerous. Why fear for her?" "Please, if you are what I think you are, you know there is always some more dangerous. Her room upstairs. If you're looking for, I invite you to examine it. You may be able to recover our evidence. I would not normally betray her privacy in this way. She missed her shift now, and I cannot be reached on comm. It's unlike her. If something has happened, I will not have inaction on my conscience. Here is key." God dang weed whackers. Well, I'm upstairs. There's a mid-grade security panel attached to the nearby door. It's set to require password for entry. Leave it alone. I can't hack it right now. Maybe later. Hello. This looks like it might be a thing that moves around. Anything in here? No, that's just a bathroom. There's nothing in there. Hello, what do we have here? Some more segmented stuff. The stand is littered with action movies and cigarette butts. Welcome to Chicago. Frame painting of the Chicago skyline done in a stylized silhouette. Okay. Coyote's bed is a diary with several papers sticking out of it. We'll leave it alone for now. Coyote's computer is ancient, probably fished out of a junkyard. It doesn't even have a data jack, and the cracked display is covered with fingerprints. Tapping the keyboard causes dust-caked fans to spin up only to display on screen. Password. Without the password, the only other option is password recovery option. Well, I can't really hack it right now. Coyote's bed is a diary with several papers sticking out of it. First paper. There's a receipt stuck between the pages with a diary entry. I came back from my shift to find 4 of Paco's goons sleeping on our apartment floor. It's getting fragging ridiculous. I want to be with him, the real Paco, but this cluttered dreck keeps messing everything up. I love him, but he's totally different with the gang. It's how I make cash, baby, he always says. I try to tell him he doesn't need the cash, I can support us both with what I make at the Seamstresses Union, but he still goes on these runs with these bozos all over my floor. I feel like he's just seeing how far he can push me before I kick him out. I try to be patient, but why does it have to be all one way? As soon as the last cutter was out the door, I lost it. I told him if he ever pulled Drek like that again, he'd be sleeping in the alley. Of course, he begged and pleaded with me, telling me it wouldn't happen again. I didn't want to deal with this anymore, but I don't want him to leave. He's the reason I got through all that stuff last year. Got my bartending license, got this apartment, and this life. I know he cares about me and loves me more than his involvement with the cutters. I just wish I could slice out that gang from our life together. Slice out the fear that comes along with it. Inspect the receipt. A receipt for a Browning Max Power pistol from Gin Park downstairs with a note saying how big guns on hot women turn her on. Flip to a different page. The paper has a handwritten poem on it and a diary entry. Sometimes it seems like Paco reads my mind or my diary. Maybe he does the latter. I wouldn't be surprised. Hi, Paco! Ever since last week, he hasn't mentioned the cutters once. He leaves the apartment with a "see you in a few hours, babe," and returns later without comment. I don't know if it's really going to help for us to avoid the subject in conversation completely, but I have felt better without our constant arguing about it. The last 2 nights I've come home from work to Paco waiting up for me, slouching on the old dumpster couch with a dumpster couch? Oh. With a novel 4 inches from his face. I imagine that as I turn the key in the door, he perks up and makes himself look especially studious from when I get to the door. Open. When I get the door open. He seems superficially surprised to see me, but I love this little act. Read the poem. Let's just say that Paco should stick to guns and motorcycles and leave the poetry to others. Aww. 3rd page. There's a receipt and an old photograph stuck between the pages. The picture shows a young girl with caramel skin and dark brown hair. She has a snake wrapped around her arm, yet she is smiling. The back of the photograph has shadow scrawled on it. A COD receipt for a special order 5 pounds of zebra meat from Maury's Meat Emporium, located near Pike Place Market. A receipt for a wall safe installed near the bathroom door, set to a combination of 342 436. Put it back down. A wall safe, huh? Input the code. The safe beeps cheerfully in response, and the door comes open. A frag grenade. Nice. Let's select password recovery. First childhood pet. Shadow. Favorite musical act. Name of your hometown. Incorrect. Well, I can't get into a computer right now. Maybe there's clues, I just didn't look at them more closely. Let's have a second look at this. Let's see. Let's look at a closer picture. So Shadow is her pet. Chicago's her hometown. And a wall safe. Must be in the first paper. Hang on, let's go through this again. Okay, so everything, I got 2 of them already, so password recovery, Shadow. Let's try the Elementals and Chicago. Try again. Shadow, Shield Wall, Chicago. Again, Shadow, Starfire, Chicago. Ooh, I got in. The computer is a basic list of applications. Calendar. 3 days ago, meet with Delilah about gig. Today, meet with Paco for date at the Pike Place Market, due in 30 minutes. Hello. Contacts. Coyote's contact list has exactly 1 entry. Someone named Paco. There is no comm link or number or other contact information for him available. This does not seem like a very useful list of contacts. Access history. Quick scan of her recent searches shows that the Coyote has been reading a great deal about hellhounds. It also suggests more than a casual interest in vintage action figures. Yeah, there's nothing here. Okay. What's this? Keeps her clothes in boxes on the floor. Well, when I up my Decker skill, I'll be able to hack that. And it's been 30 minutes, so next time we'll probably go and find this coyote. So, until next time, this is Spooky Zelost. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, and until next time, signing off.